Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Sounds of the Valley. I'm Nathan Blazer.
And my name is Charlie Etcher. Today we have for yourselves a very special guest, the fastidious, grandiloquent, the wonderful Sam Stein. Sam, if you don't mind introducing yourself.
Hello, my name is Sammy Stein. I'm part of a band called Sad House Guest. Yeah.
So today, it's my understanding that you come on to play a couple songs off your new EP.
Yep, we just released a new EP, and I'm going to play all 5 songs, just acoustic versions of them.
Excellent.
Real chill.
All right,
Yeah.
we look forward to it. Take it away here, and we'll do some interviewing a little bit later on here, all right?
Cool, sounds good.
All right.
The bugs in my brain are eating at me more each day, and I wanna write it down, but I can't stop the words to explain. I need a step-by-step to tell me how to relax. I'm pacing back and forth, my brain is longing for an axe to split it down the middle where it's breaking at the seams. Try to tell my heart that bleeding is the way it ought to be. It's a battle of a century, that's just the way it seems. Try to tell my heart that being is a little much for me. Sitting is hard, fighting is dumb. The world spins sideways, I can't run. The doorways open, the windows close. The memories enter through my nose. Responding out loud is harder than it sounds. Sometimes I wish that I could keep my feet on the ground, but I think about everything at once. My brain will decide for me. The fun, frightening distance, future kisses. The sidewalk is too many colors. What is this? Can I fix this? Does everyone see these colors? Math and music, money and love. If I make too much, then I kill the dove. There's a perfect balance. Use your dance as I use that head. So I salmon on a bed again. A bug's in my brain, eating at me more each day, and I wanna write it down, but I can't stop the words to explain. These thoughts for a second should take up a day. Every note's a different person, every note's a different color, every note's a different reason to turn this chaos into splendor. I listen better when I'm staring out the window. Trees got leaves and people got problems, and I write better songs when I'm sad. Isn't that unfair? But I'm not unhappy. I just use my emotion to not feel so bad about missing every word everyone said to me today, because my breaking out sincere ran away from me again. I must have forgot to pay attention to the present. The bugs in my brain, eating at me more each day, and I wanna write it down, but I can't stop the words to explain. These thoughts for a second should take up a day. The bugs in my brain, eating at me more each day, and I wanna write it down, but I can't stop the words to explain. These thoughts for a second should take up a day. Fighting is dumb, the world spins sideways, I can run. Responding out loud is harder than it sounds. Sometimes I wish I could keep my feet on the ground. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, good stuff, man.
Thank you.
Seriously, I was really impressed by those vocals. Those was like a ska pace. That was not what I was expecting.
Yeah. I like to rapid fire, just like consciousness.
I dig
I
it.
really dig it.
Thanks.
So now we move on to one of the parts that our guests on Sounds of the Valley either really love or really hate, depending on
We'll see.
things. The wonderful interview portion of things.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sam, how did you and the rest of Sad House Guests meet up?
So it's kind of a conglomerate of things. Our bassist and fiddler is my best friend from high school. We met in jazz band. We've always known each other. Keyboardist is my best friend from Eau Claire, from when I got to college, and then the drummer's my brother. So we kind of just formed over the years and now play a little more consistently. But yeah.
Yeah, that's rad. It's really nice to have a band that's just made up of family and friends. That makes it just makes it feel like every single time that you guys rehearse or even just like write music together, like it must be so much fun.
Yeah, no, it makes everything a lot tighter when you're all just like so close.
Radical. So you're working on a new LP, and I just wanted to ask, what are your favorite songs from it?
My personal favorite is probably the one I just played for you. It's the one that we kind of collaborated on and spent the most time on, and means the most to me. I'm gonna say they're all good, but that one is special to me. Yeah.
Makes sense, you know. I feel like, you know, as like any aspiring creative, you know, it's like if you don't love what you're making, it's like, why are you making it to me,
Right.
you know?
I always feel that if you're going to be creating something, you should get more energy from what you're creating than you're putting into it. That's the only way to make any creative endeavor work, at least for me.
Yeah, I mean, I like hear songs and I'm like, that would be a cool song, but like if it had this and this and this, and I'm like, wait, I can just make that myself. So that's kind of my favorite thing, is to make something that I would listen to. Yeah.
So Sam, I also understand that you're an active composer here in Eau Claire. You've done some stuff for the Pablo with some like musicals and stuff. So what that's kind of like for you?
Yeah, I mean, Eau Claire has a lot of opportunities in terms of music. It's kind of why I came here. It's got a lot for being a small town. It has a lot of opportunities. So, yeah, the past couple of years I've been working with the theater department in Eau Claire a lot. Wrote for James and Giant Peach, and then Shakespeare Project just came out. It's streaming until like December. So lots of opportunities, and we got this nice recording studio. So it's been fun to write for those. Yeah.
Solid.
Right on, man. That's all we have for you for the time being.
Cool.
Why don't you play us a couple songs, and we'll come right back.
Sounds good.
Rad.
Play the next two from the EP. I should say what the song names were. That first song is called Bugs in My Brain. It's the eponymous track from our EP, which is also called Bugs in My Brain. This next one is called Master of Disguise. It's kind of about hiding your true self. I'm gonna try to hum the violin part because we don't have Tor here today. If I was a caveman and you gave me fire, I'd wander around here with too much desire, wondering which face to burn or to save. Well, it's all on me now, darling, how to behave. If you were a village and I was the liar, I'd find that wolf quick and I'd hang him by trial. And after that day I'd squander the village. Well, if no dragon came, it'd be me left to pillage. If I was a candle and I was the match, I'd snuff you out often, I'd burn you up fast. It's all about oxygen, all about living. Well, it's all on me now, how to use what I'm given. If I was a novel and you were the ink, I'd open my pages, let you write what you think. And I'd make the most of this beautiful world. But if no one ever read it, I'd feel so unadored. So I'll try to not tear apart what I'm given. Am I talking to God or just talking to women? If there was an apple in each of our eyes, it'd be so hard to be a master of disguise. If you were my jacket and I played a good show, can everything after be warm and be slow? The music will come to me, clear up some empathy. Call to me, love from me, hold me and run from me. You my guitar and I was the banjo. I'd play a little tune, then I'd get up and go. If I can never stop all these circles I live in, tell me, oh Father, would I still be forgiven? I'll try to not tear apart what I'm giving. Am I talking to God or just talking to women? If there was an apple in each of our eyes, it'd be so hard to be a master of the skies. If you were the ocean and you were the seas, if I could give back what's been given to me. If I was the fire and you were the flames, would I still ask for more? Would I still change my name? Thank you. All right, this next one is called Silhouettes. I have to put the capo on a little funky here. This one I actually wrote when I was leaving home, coming to college. Silhouettes kind of refers to the leaving things behind, not necessarily bad things, but like you're leaving good things and trying to feel good about that. But yeah, this is Silhouettes. I'm gonna pick there. There is much I leave behind, so I am going out in my mind, hoping I won't feel regret when all I see are silhouettes. In front of me there are shapes and doors. I'm sorry I won't feel you more. In my life I won't regret when all I see are silhouettes. As I drive this car away, there is a sunset in my way, and I see sailors in the sky. Well, they see me as a goodbye. As I venture down this road, I ponder every light I've known, and I feel life in both my hands as I weigh against the sands. Whoa, oh, there is much I leave behind, so I am going out in my mind, hoping I won't feel regret when all I see are silhouettes. In front of me there are shapes and doors. I'm sorry I won't feel you more. In my life I won't regret when all I see are silhouettes. As the script unfolds again, past the tears there is a pen, between my finger and my thumb, between solid ground and legs to run. As I venture down this road, I ponder every light I've known, and I feel life in anything. Once I start, I must begin. Don't tell me all your demons like the way I feel. My shadow likes to dig me just to conceal. Don't tell me all your angels like the way I plead. I carry every sun and whisper to each sea. I leave behind, so I am going out my mind, hoping I won't feel regret when all I see are silhouettes. In front of me there are shapes and doors. I'm sorry I won't feel you more. In my life I won't regret when all I see are silhouettes. Cool. Thank you.
Oh, good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I know you're very partial to that first song, but I gotta say, Silhouettes is probably my favorite so far. It's just, it's so melodious. Like I felt myself in like a bit of a trance. That was
Thank you.
lovely.
That's one of the oldest ones I think I wrote.
Oh, no kidding.
On the EP, that is. Yeah. Yeah.
So, what's it like for you to finally be kind of getting back into performing since venues and house shows and stuff have started to open up again?
I think the word I'd use for that is relieved. Because I mean, doing live streams was fun, putting those on, but like it doesn't compare.
Mhm.
We put on, I mean, even like the Plus, one of my favorite venues, is still shut down as of now. So we like had to improvise a little. We threw a little porch concert this summer, and that was probably one of the funnest shows we've ever done.
Nice.
And then I did one on campus the other day. So yeah, it's just a relief to finally getting back into things, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Because I know a lot of performers have kind of been worried since COVID that they might have lost their creative edge or that they couldn't really had too much nerves getting back on stage. But it sounds like it went down pretty well for you.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of spent, I think most musicians did that, but took advantage of the whole COVID thing to record instead of play live. And so there were deterrents with that. Like the CP's a little more stripped down because we didn't have access to like studios to record drums and stuff. So it's a little less punk rock than what we will put out in the future, but there are things to take advantage of, I guess, the time. But.
Oh, well, cool. Speaking of which, I was curious, now that you guys are kind of hitting the ground running and you're starting to crank out music again and play performances, what are your hopes for both yourself and for Sad Guest House in the next couple of years or so?
I guess, I mean, the goal for me has always been to just do this full time. I don't know if that's a cliche thing to say, but that is the goal. And we used to perform, like before COVID, we just performed under my name, same as Stein, but then after we decided it was kind of more of a group project, so we rebranded to Sad House Guest, and yeah, we're just hoping that takes off so we can tour around, have the music take us places.
Yeah, that's always kind of like, I know the big hope for a lot of the musicians that I meet is like, there's always that hope that you get to like actually do the touring thing and finally get out there. And I feel like that fire is kind of like really lit under people again now that like people are getting vaccinated and like the venues are opening up. They're like, we can do the thing again. We can actually like get out there and do it. So. And
they're almost like extra passionate now because like we saw how it was without it and we cannot do that.
Oh yeah.
It's not fun. Yeah.
Well, I think we're gonna let you play the rest of the EP here, and then we'll see you at the end of the episode, Sam.
Cool. Sounds good. Thank you.
Take it away.
Just tune up real quick. The last couple songs are more a little less upbeat. They're the slower songs. We ended with 2 kind of acoustic songs. I mean, they're acoustic anyway because it's just me today. But this first one is called Little Thousand. It's about a book called Watership Down. It's based on one of those characters, and I've never played this, so we'll see if I remember all the words. But we're gonna try here. Yeah, this is Little Thousand. many cherry trees. Don't run away from me. Have you ever seen destruction in all your dreams, making it hard to breathe? Don't you wanna know what waits for us here at home? Believe me, we gotta go. Do you think I want this? To leave where we coexist? Believe me, this home I'll always miss. 'Cause it's all I have ever known. Yeah, it's all we have ever known. Have you ever seen so many cherry trees without any summer leaves? Have you ever seen the red on the golden fields? Take me away from here. Dismiss all your denial. A warden should reconcile, to save and to walk beside. Do you think I want this? To leave a never-ending bliss? Believe me, this home I'll always miss. 'Cause it's all I have ever known. Yeah, it's all we have ever known. Thank you. This next one is equally sad. It's called Moscow Mules. It's kind of about sitting in your living room alone, pondering a bunch of things. A lot of it was just looking around my house. I talk about Van Gogh and Monet. It's because I got two little prints on either side of my wall, so it's just kind of observing, alone, overthinking everything. It's called Moscow Mules. I'm going home for Christmas pretty soon. And in the 2 days until then, I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do. I'm just trying to relax, but everything so far this year has totally kicked my ass. Chopin plays some chess with the choir. A comic book and a manuscript litter the opposite corner. Van Gogh and Monet on the wall. I'm not quite sure who I would call when I've had too much to drink, and I'm on the brink of my own existence, thinking just to think, pacing round so that I can sink into another mistake, another mistake. I'm going home for Christmas pretty soon, and until then maybe I'll finally sleep in until noon. Now I'm just having a blast. Everyone is gone to bed, and if I stand up the world spins too fast. Van Gogh says to Monet, what a stunning starry night. But Van Gogh cannot hear him, he's tried to make himself alright. They are both perpendicular to the hall. I'm not quite sure who exactly I would call when I've had too much time to think, and I'm on the brink of my own existence, drinking just to drink, pacing round till I got it broken down and bound to another mistake. I think that's exactly, just precisely what I'll do. Walk around the town until I think of something new, not just another mistake. Or just give me a break. There we go. Thank you.
That was an awesome set, man.
Thank
That
you.
was great, Sam.
Thanks
Thank you
for-
so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me. It was a good time.
Any last things you kind of want to plug before we head on out here?
Follow Sad House Guest on Spotify and Instagram. That's all I care about.
All right.
Right on.
Yeah.
You heard the man. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on Sounds of the Valley for this time with our first live performance in the studio in far too long. My name is Nathan Blazer.
My name is Charlie Retcher, and you folks have yourselves a wonderful night.